Apart from his courageous struggle against apartheid and Kgosi Mangope, Kgosi Lebona was for many years also involved in a titanic battle with the mining house Impala Platinum and their holding company Genco, who used their influence with Mangope to get a better claim on the Bafokeng mineral rights. In 1977, Genco signed a lease to mine the Bafokeng areas 1 over here and Bafokeng area 2 over there. In return, they were to pay royalties of 13% of their taxable income to the Bafokeng people. Through tax breaks and financial scheming, Genco managed to whittle down the amount of their taxable income to an amount so low that the royalties that filtered through to the Bafokeng were even smaller. So in 1985, when they tried to mine the deeper reefs of shafts 1 and 2, the Bafokeng rightfully disagreed. Genco was unhappy, and off they went to Mafikeng to try and get President Lucas Mangope to force the hand of the Bafokeng into this deal. This deal didn't work. The matter landed up in court. Judge Smith ruled that President Mangope, as the trustee of the Bafokeng, had the legal right to sign the deal. In 1990, in their shareholders' report, Genco reported that the 72 Khosan of the Bafokeng had actually given President Mangope permission to act as trustee and sign the leases. These allegations were fought by the Bafokeng and their lawyers, Bell, Jiwa and Hall, at the annual shareholders' general meeting later on in the year.
And the beauties Impala had published in their own annual report that these issues were going to court, that we were wrong in law, that we were vexatious, that they were going to ask the judge to make an adverse cost order against us.
Now, tell us what strategy you used and why this was so crucial in this fight.
The whole crux of the dispute, right, was to set aside those agreements and then enter into fresh agreements which we believed were acceptable to them and ourselves. But the litigation was just a means to an end. I took a decision very early on, which I disclosed to no one, not even the king, that the only way we were going to achieve a result in this matter in the shortish term was to destroy the Impala share price. What happened is one of the analysts contacted me and said, you know, we've got to resolve this matter. And he said, I've done the numbers, and as far as I'm concerned, 50% increase is fine. So we had a meeting with the shareholders, and everyone said, well, you know, this is crazy. I mean, what you're saying is absolutely reasonable. And I said, listen, if Impala come to the table, we'll be popping the champagne corks in weeks, all right? And that's exactly what happened. And everyone was saying, well, why the hell wasn't this matter settled years ago?
What happened after the deal?
Everyone was delighted. The investment public was delighted. Financial journalists were delighted. Everyone was happy. It was one big party.
This case was hailed as a huge victory for the Bafokeng and earned us the nickname the Tribe of Lawyers. It changed the balance of power between us, the owners of the land, and the mining houses. This ensured that we got what was rightfully ours. We have since converted our royalties into shares and are now partners in the mines.